Hello everyone, I am the Sports Wiz 101, and today I'll be giving you my predictions for Week 14 of the NFL season. So I'll be predicting all of these games set to take place in Week 14. It is the last week of the season for the byes, so the Colts, Dolphins, Patriots, and Eagles all will have their bye this week. So we'll try to improve from last week where we went 10-4, pretty solid week from us overall, but we can do better. First game, it's the Ravens and the Browns. Going to take place in Cleveland. Second time in 3 weeks these teams have played. Browns are coming off a bye. I'll take Cleveland to win the game. I just happen to think in this case that the injuries are starting to catch up to Baltimore, and while the Browns have had their fair share of injuries as well, I think they'll have less of an effect on Cleveland, especially seeing as the Browns just got off their bye week. So give me Cleveland in that one. Jaguars, Titans. This is the Titans offense that just has not been able to get rolling, but I think they'll have one of their better offensive games since the Derrick Henry injury on Sunday, and that'll allow them to beat the Jaguars. I won't discount any chance of the Jaguars winning because, after all, the Titans already lost to the Texans. So if they can lose to the Texans, they can probably lose to the Jaguars. That being said, I don't see it happening anytime soon. I don't see the Jaguars beating the Titans anytime soon, even with Tennessee's offensive ineptitude as of late. All right, next up, the Raiders heading to Kansas City to play my Chiefs. And I'll take Kansas City to win this one. I just think that, especially what happened last time, Kansas City will be able to be great offensively against the Raiders' defense. Plus, you look at how Derek Carr and company have done since Derek Carr became the starting quarterback when they have to go to Kansas City this late in the season. They have not won in Kansas City this late into the season, and I'm not betting on it happening on Sunday. Give me Kansas City to win that game. All right, next up we got the Steelers and the Vikings. This is to take place on Thursday Night Football. And if the Vikings lose this game, that is one step closer for the Packers to locking up the NFC North Division, which they can actually do this week. As for the Steelers, they're coming off of that huge win last Sunday against the Ravens, a win that I actually called my predictions last week. In this case, I like the Vikings to win this one. I just don't see the Steelers offense doing much of anything against the Vikings. And I think they're going to have to do a decent amount in order to win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Pittsburgh at least keeps it close, but I don't think their offense will do enough for them to get the victory. Next up, we have the Seahawks and the Texans. Seattle finally got back on the board in terms of wins this past Sunday in their win over the 49ers. As for Houston, they're already out of the playoffs. I think Russell Wilson is slowly but surely starting to play like his normal self. That injury to his finger slowly starting to become more of a non-issue. And I think that continues on Sunday. I like Seattle to win that game in Houston. Saints-Jets. So here I like the Saints. I think they go to New York and beat the Jets in quite possibly the best offensive game for the Saints since they lost Jameis Winston for the season. So I like New Orleans there. Giants-Chargers. Chargers are going to need to win this game if I'm right about Kansas City winning, because if the Chargers lose this game, the Chiefs win their game, that's going to build a bit of a gap between the Chiefs and the Chargers, and with the game happening on Thursday night next week, it's going to be Chiefs-Chargers next week. I don't think the Chargers want a big hole to dig out going into that game. They want to be down at worst 1 game to the Chiefs. That way they can catch them, tie them with a win, and the Chargers would have the head-to-head. That being said, this is still a game the Chargers should be able to win. I like LA there. Lions, Broncos. Congratulations, Detroit. Last week, you won your first game of the NFL season. However, I do think Denver wins this game. I think the Broncos are able to dominate the Lions when they run the balls. And really, I hope that they put Javonte Williams as their lead running back from here on out, to be honest with you. So give me Denver to win that one. Now, here's a big game. Bills and Bucks to take place in Tampa Bay. Question, who's going to win that game? I'm going to go at Tampa Bay. I just haven't seen enough from Buffalo's offense to think that they can keep up with the Buccaneers. So give me Buffalo to win that one. Give me Tampa to win that one. San Francisco, Cincinnati. This is my upset of the week. I like the Bengals to beat the 49ers in Cincinnati on Sunday. Why? Because even when the Bengals get in their own way, that offense is just too explosive to hold back. And I think Cincinnati's offense is able to get enough done against the 49ers to secure that win. Falcons and Panthers. These two teams in a very close wild card race in the NFC. They're both a game back of the 49ers and Washington for those last 2 wild cards. Carolina's coming off the bye. I think they get the win, in part because I don't know if Atlanta really knows what Carolina's going to be able to do on offense now that they've fired their offensive coordinator, Joe Brady. Plus, I think the Panthers are overall a good matchup there. I think Carolina will be able to control the matchup and earn that victory. Cowboys, Washington. I'm going with the better team, and I think that better team is Dallas. I think the Cowboys show here why they are the favorites in the NFC East, and they try to put the division away here in the near future. Next up, Bears and Packers. Now, Green Bay, they can lock up a playoff spot here if they win and some other teams lose. Like if they win and the Vikings lose, for example, the Packers lock up the North. If the Packers win while the Saints and 49ers lose, the Packers lock up a playoff spot overall. And I think there's no way that Chicago goes to Lambeau, especially this late in the year, and knocks off a Packers team coming off of a bye. It'll be Sunday Night Football. It'll be another humiliation for the Bears. Give me the Packers in my lock of the week. So then it's Monday Night Football. It's a huge game in the NFC West. It's the Rams and the Cardinals from Phoenix. And if the Rams want to stay in the race for the NFC West, they need to win this game. As of right now, LA is 2 games out of the Cardinals for that division. They'll be 3 games out and have lost the head-to-head if they lose this game. On the flip side, Arizona, if they win, will be the first team in the NFL, if my predictions are right, to lock up a spot in this year's playoffs. So both these teams with plenty to play for. And here I like the Cardinals. I think that Kyler Murray and company will be able to handle the Rams offense and maybe do something similar to what happened the first time these two teams met at SoFi Stadium, which was when the Cardinals ran all over the Rams. I just haven't seen enough from LA to make me think that that's not going to happen again. So here I think the Cardinals win the game. They lock up a playoff spot, and they all but lock up the NFC West. So there you go. There's my picks for Week 14 of the NFL season. If you like this, please like and subscribe for more to come in the following weeks. I've been the Sports Quiz 101, and I will see you all later.